What's going on, everyone? We've got some more spoilers to go over today, so let's jump right into this. First up, we've got Tireless Hunter, who's a 5-drop with 4 attack, 4 endurance. And it is a rare, so going to be a little bit more difficult to pull, but its effect is this creature cannot be chosen by spells or abilities. So, I love that. That is awesome. I mean, we've only seen Terrax and Zero are the other 2 creatures with those abilities, and it's great to see something else getting it. So, it does also have a Drag Across Green ability, which is when your green creature blocks, it gets +0, +2 for this turn. So, I mean, if you would combo this with something like Timid Scout, like we saw in the last episode, this would be a 6 endurance creature that would be able to block. So, I think that's awesome. I mean, you've also got cards like the Guardian, which would go up to a 7, which is primarily a blocker, so I feel like this card does have some potential, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I mean, obviously not being able to be chosen by spells or abilities is pretty good, but 5 seems kinda high for this card. I mean, maybe a 4-drop being a 3/3, I think that would have been a little bit better, just to let you play it a little bit more early on. But anyways, it's still a really great card, and the artwork looks awesome. So next up, we've got Veteran Knight. Kind of disappointed that it's a vanilla, since this is one of those cards that we've been seeing since the beginning. I mean, it's part of the banner or the back of, or the poster side of the mat that you get in the demo deck. But it's a 4-drop vanilla with 4 attack, 5 endurance. So, I mean, it's kind of cool that they took the actual artwork from the poster and stuck it on the card. I do think that's pretty awesome. And yeah, not really much else to say about this card. Next up, we've got Wandering Orc, who is from the demo deck, so we've seen him before. He's a 4-drop with 5 attack, 4 endurance, so he's pretty strong. I mean, he's like the Primate Javelineer in the sense that he's difficult to play around in the demo deck, but there's also no other effects in the demo deck. So he's going to be in Trial Deck 3 and Rally to War, and with the demo deck copies, you're going to have plenty of him laying around. So our final card for today is going to be a Geel of the Dark Rains. So he's a rare black card, and he's a 6-drop with 1 attack, 1 endurance. So his effect is, at the end of the battle that this creature attacks, if all of your creatures are rested, you may choose 2 of your creatures and destroy them. If you destroyed 2 creatures, summon up to 2 cost 2 creatures from your discard pile, and at the end of the turn, destroy those creatures. So I feel like this card combos really well with the 10-drop spell that we saw in the Let's Talk 18, where you could play this along with 2 other cards from your hand, go in to attack the last fort, and attack with your first 2 creatures, then attack with him, destroy your other 2 creatures, and bring back 2 others to attack with, and your opponent won't have enough blockers to defend their fort. So I feel like that's the only time this card may actually be good. I feel like 6 is just a lot to pay for it, and I mean, maybe someone will prove me wrong, maybe this card will be amazing, but personally, I do not like this card. Then at the end of the turn, you have to destroy the creatures that you summoned. So that is kind of a downside. You don't get to keep the creatures, but stuff like Goblin would trigger if you summoned Madcap. So you'd be able to destroy one of your opponent's Drago Shields. I mean, not like it matters, because you're going to have your opponent's going to be re-rolling their dice anyways at the start of their next step. So yeah, let me know what you think about this card and all the other cards. And be sure to check out Dragoborne and the Facebook page. Links to both are down below, as well as the link to my Twitter. So be sure to follow me there, and you'll be able to see the videos as soon as they're posted. Unless you turn on notifications for YouTube, you might see them there too. So as always, thanks for watching.